The Lone Wolf Luna, Part 5. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. If normal is talking about someone behind their back, then I am so happy I'm not normal. Bella cried out. I thought that we were becoming friends. But I see now, I should have just stayed home. The tears were streaming down her face. Bella then turned into Faith, grabbed her duffel bag, and ran off towards home. After a couple miles, she stopped, and changed back to her human form. Bella just laid down, and cried her eyes out. She was so preoccupied, she didn't notice she wasn't alone. There were 3 rogues that had crept up on her. It wasn't until they were right up on her, that she heard them growling at her. She quickly turned, without hesitation, but it was too late. She felt the 2 rogues sink their teeth into her. She let out a painful howl, that echoed through the forest. She felt them trying to tear her apart. Faith kicked, and snapped, but she couldn't free herself. She shouldn't have let her guard down. That's when she saw Niklas in his wolf form. He jumped onto the 2 rogues, knocking them off of Bella. Bella saw Laika charge in. She was snarling, and snapping at one wolf, while Niklas had the other pinned to the ground. Bella jumped up, and saw the 3rd rogue about to attack Niklas. She quickly put herself in between the 2. No one was going to hurt her mate, or her friend, even if they were jerks. She looked at the wolf Niklas had pinned down, and just snapped his neck. Then, she walked towards the wolf. Laika was fighting. She grabbed him by the scruff of the neck, and threw him up against a tree. Bella stalked towards the last wolf slowly. She changed back to her human form, still walking towards him. You will bow down. Change now. Show your human side to me. Bella demanded, with a bellowing voice. As she walked closer to the rogue, he started to change. Bella stood over him, showing her dominance. I recognize you. Though, last time I saw you, was many years ago. I knew we should have searched for you. Mistakes were made, but with any luck, they will be rectified. He sneered. I've never seen you before, so how is it you remember me? I've come across rogues before, but they've never lived. In other words, I've killed them all. So for you to have ever met me is a ridiculous claim. Like I said, it was many years ago. You were so young, of course you wouldn't remember me. Besides that, I think you were a bit too busy running, and hiding. The rogue laughed. And what exactly was she running from? Niklas asked with anger. I mean, she just took out your 2 friends, with no effort. Then, she put you to your knees. I don't think you scare her, Houndling. Oh please, she was just a child then. She couldn't protect her parents, let alone her to fly. The man scoffed. Yes, it was me that killed Mommy Dearest. She begged for her, and her mate's life. But we couldn't allow that. Why did you kill them? They didn't do anything to you. Bella was almost growling at him. Because, silly girl, the real Wolf King ordered it. He's not going to be happy you're still alive though. Niklas wanted to ask a few more questions, but before he even knew what was happening, Bella had ripped the rogue to shreds. He couldn't blame her though. He probably would have done the same thing. They made their way back to their camp, in silence. Once there, Bella let out a loud howl of pain and loss. Niklas and Laika just stared for a moment in disbelief. They mind-linked for a moment. She just howled, in human form, Nick. Her hands turned, and not the rest of her. I bet she's supposed to be an alpha, from somewhere. Yeah, and I'm already guessing from where. Look up any pack that has lost members, let's say between 10 to 12 years ago. Yeah, was already gonna do that. Then see which ones were from packs close to that cabin. But what are you thinking, Nick? Do you know something I don't? She asked. I don't want to say anything, just yet. Let's just say, I can't wait for you to prove my hunch. Now Niklas was wondering how to make things right with Bella. Bella, I need to say something. It's about before. When I said you weren't normal, I really didn't mean it in a bad way. Laika bowed her head. I was trying to say that you have some pretty special abilities. Things I have really never seen anyone else be able to do. Really, so you don't think I'm some kind of freak? But then, how is it possible for me to do these things? She asked. No Bella, you are not a freak. You are special, and I promise, we will find out why. Laika responded. Bella, you're not a freak. You are perfect. You're smart, funny, beautiful, brave, and strong. Niklas was saying all the right things. I mean, granted, you are a bit scary when you get mad. But you are without a shadow of a doubt, perfect. Wait a second, Nick. Bella, are you 2 mates? Laika watched as Bella blushed to the question. Seriously, you didn't tell me? Wow, my brother, and my new bestie, just leave me in the dark. Laika fake cried. I wasn't trying to hide it from you, I swear. It's just that I wasn't sure. Bella sounded panicked. I never meant to hurt you. Please, don't cry. I promise to make it up to you. She looked hopeful at Laika. Well, I suppose, I could forgive you. Since it seems my new bestie is going to be my new sister. You know this also means, the Blood Moon Pack has a new Luna. Everyone is going to love you. Luna? I'm not sure what that is, but okay. Honestly, I'm just happy I'm not alone anymore. Bella smiled. I do have one question, what is a bestie? It's not like a pet, is it? The Lone Wolf Luna, Part 6. Coming soon. Don't forget to hit that like button, and subscribe if you want to see more.